Hello guys, it's been just a while. End of summer is upon us. Um, and the explosion has finally happened. I guess the big explosion with Dr. Fauci testifying in Congress and people realizing that they've been lied to. Um, I've had this channel for many years, many years. Um, I've been here since before 2012. I don't know. It's been a long time. A lot of my videos are put on private. Some of my videos have been taken down, especially 6 years ago, 7 years, during all that. I've been shadow banned. I've never even mentioned that because I originally did this for posterity's sake and just to have a recording of my thoughts for my children if this channel survives at all. But, in the past, I have really royally pissed them off. And I put up a video hollering and screaming one time about the vaxes and devastated. And it took 30 minutes for him to take it down. I've had approximately 275 subscribers for years now. Years. Not months. Years. I know I don't have a whole lot going on here. Just me talking. But I came to the realization a long time ago that growing a channel just wasn't going to be possible. And it really wasn't my main thing, and I kind of use this as therapy to just talk things out for myself. And maybe somebody will hear it and it'll help them. Maybe not. I don't know. But some people are going to get a big gut punch. And I've had these gut punches over decades. When they realize some of the truth, and it's highly, it's extremely difficult. That's why I call it a gut punch. Like the air leaves your body. You can't believe this is real, but it is. I have empathy for all those who believe the television, because people have been believing that box for decades. There are some truths on there, but when they want to steer you, that's how they steer you, is through the television. This was a big one. I mean, they had medical people who should have known basic scientific principles, and they just threw them right out the window. I had a blood test, not the PCR, which was bogus. If you look into Dr. Mullis, never should have been used for diagnostics. Anyway, I had a blood test that showed that I had the long-term antibodies, whatever it is they were searching for at that point. I mean, at this point, I don't even know. But it said that I had the virus and I had the long-term antibodies. And they still, this is before the vaccine, and they wanted me to get the vaccine because my antibodies only last 10 months. On some study they said they did in August of 2020. Just the things people said that made no sense. What study, and how did you get it done by August of 2020? And telling me that my long-term antibodies won't last. And then my daughter got tested. She didn't have it, exposed to 3 people in a house and isolated. And she didn't have any of the long-term or short-term antibodies, so asymptomatic is out the window. I asked her to explain that one to me, and she couldn't. They just repeated things like little parrots. And I'd ask for an explanation, and they'd just tell me that's what they were told. I'm sorry that this happened. I'm sorry that evil is present and they are very capable. of doing very bad things. I'm sorry that you can't trust people. I'm sorry that the world is made up the way it is. I'm sorry that the good people aren't listened to. I'm sorry that the television has more power and more influence than your own relatives who love you. I'm sorry that the world has been set up this way. But if we could take this most horrible lesson and learn our lessons, then maybe the future would be brighter for our children and grandchildren. But unfortunately, we seem to repeat the same things over and over again. See, this wasn't the first time. In the 80s, with AIDS, he was in charge. And I lost a really good friend to AZT, the only answer to AIDS, the one that he offered, the only thing, the answer to the AIDS virus, just like the vaccine was the answer for the COVID virus. Just like sudden infant death syndrome came about after vaccines, just like sudden adult death syndrome came out after COVID. SIDS, SADS. They're not even creative with their acronyms. They're all similar. They tell on themselves, and people still don't see it. I'm sorry that this reality sucks. But we need all the good people out there to hang in there and to survive and to stand up and say enough's enough, and to learn how to say no when no is necessary, no matter what. No matter what. On principle. I've lived my life on principle, and I'm sorry, I've made huge mistakes. But I've also done things that I know made a difference, and it cost me dearly. But it was worth it, and I wouldn't go back and do it any other way. Eternity is real. My son had an NDE at 8 years old. We are fighting a battle against things that are bad. People that are evil. I don't know how else to put it. And I pray every day. I've gotten so much better at praying. So much better. But given the life I've lived, I've had siblings on milk cartons. For real. Not a lie. I've had every issue known to man in my family. Alcoholism, drug addiction. Back in the day, gay members, that was a huge deal. The ones who really fought to be seen just as, okay people. Not this recent stuff. I'm talking about decades ago. I've been disappointed time and time again. I've seen, but you gotta keep going. No matter what. You gotta hold to the truth. No matter what. Can't just go along with the masses to get along. It costs people everything. If I have to be the one to sacrifice so that my granddaughter can have a chance one day, so be it. I didn't take the vax. And I hurt for all of you. I know why it happened. I know why you did what you did. Because you believed and you trusted in people you shouldn't have trusted. It's been my whole life learning that I can't trust some people. Learning that I have to trust my intuition. And that judging is not a bad thing a lot of times. I'm sorry. I'm sorry on behalf of all the good people of this world. I'm sorry. And I will continue to offer advice. I will continue to tell you what I think. I will continue to speak, and you can take it or leave it. But I'm begging you to think for yourself. And don't rely on that TV and all the programming. Hugs. Hang in there. Don't give up. We need you. This is pivotal. The world could change for the better. We have a chance if we all jump on board and take it. And some of us, it might cost us everything. Love to you all. Bye for now.